Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another Call of Duty commentary, and I'm bringing you some Black Ops 2 gameplay. I'm using the LSAT for most of the gameplay, and I have no secondaries. I don't exactly recall what my perks are, but I pretty much just rushed around with the LMG because they're really fun to use in this game. I really have been just experimenting with all kinds of different guns in this game, but I brought a friend with me today, and we're going to do a dual com. We're going to talk about a few different subjects today, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? How's it
So you
going,
guys
guys?
probably Yeah, you guys probably recognize this guy. He's been in a few of my live commentaries with Minecraft. It's Blob, so he's one of a really good friend of mine that I've met online, and I've known him for a little while now. So I guess let's get started with the first topic. So one of the biggest topics I've been wanting to talk about, and I've had some mixed feelings about it, and a lot of people have had mixed feelings about it, is the Call of Duty community. And I guess we'll talk about first how much we have changed over the years. I mean, I guess we can start from probably Call of Duty 4. I mean, I give respect to Call of Duty the previous ones, but we'll start from Call of Duty 4, seeing as most of you guys probably recognize it first. So we'll start with it. You want to go ahead and give your opinions about it first?
Well, personally, I've never played the game, but I do think that it was one of the better Call of Duties because
Yeah,
there wasn't. It was kind of just starting out, sort of, I guess you could say. So
yeah,
the community wasn't as bad.
yeah.
There,
And I'll
it
talk.
was a lot better.
Yeah, and I'll talk about that too. I'll give my whole opinion about it, and I'm not going to take too long with this because uh, I've been, you know me. I mean, I've talked about Call of Duty for a bunch, and I've had a bunch of hours invested into it, many days played, many accounts used on Call of Duty 4 and all that. And when I first started playing Call of Duty 4, I think my age, let's see, this was roughly around in 2007, so it's been a while. It's been, let's see here, this math, my math skills are really amazing. Let's see. Let's see, that's a while ago. I'm just gonna say I was roughly 9 or 10 years old. Okay, so anyway, um, I, I have a pretty good memory of it. I didn't really know all the bad stuff that was going on because I was really young and I just didn't focus on the negativity and anything. So I really enjoyed the game. I didn't really know I didn't know what overpowered was, all that good stuff. I was, I guess, the noob and, the classic noob scene where most noobs at the game, like the people that are really new to it, they don't know anything that's wrong with the game when they first start. They really enjoy the game generally. I mean, for most people, even if you start off on a game that has as much issues as even Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops, I mean, they may not recognize the issues at first. But in Call of Duty 4, there was a few, pretty notable issues as far as glitching outside the maps, getting underneath the maps. There's quite a few of those, especially in the, I think it was called Classic Game Mode or Old School, that's what it was. It was an old school game mode where you had an ability to jump higher, and you could get outside the map and you can get into your glitches easier and much stuff, stuff like that. And the problem with these is Infinity Ward, I guess, along with Treyarch after they made World at War, they didn't really patch anything. They probably released the most of 2 patches. And I don't even really remember them. I mean, they were just probably updates as far as map packs go. And I guess as far as that goes, we'll go ahead and segue into World at War. I'm just going to finish up with this on Call of Duty 4. I really love the game, and I think a lot of that has to do with me. Pretty much it was being my first multiplayer online shooter, along with Halo 3. Uh, obviously I'd played pretty much every Call of Duty except for the ones on the PC. Pretty much I'd played every Call of Duty on the console as far as I know. But Call of Duty 4 was definitely my first online multiplayer shooter. It was a lot of fun. That's all I can say about it. Any last words on the Call of Duty 4, and then we'll move on to World at War, Blob?
Not really. Just that
Okay.
it was one of the better Call of Duties, and I wish it was still like, I don't know, a lot better than it should be.
I was hoping that
Kind of
they
just,
could possibly, yeah, do an anniversary or something along with maybe World at War.
yeah,
And well, we'll go
Modern
ahead and
Warfare
segue
2.
into World at War. Yeah, and we'll segue into that later on. But we'll talk about World at War for just a little bit because World at War and Call of Duty 4 are very similar, pretty much a copy and paste ordeal, just reskin into a World War II era for most of you. Pretty much everybody knows that. It was a very enjoyable game for me, and I'm assuming Blob probably didn't really play World at War as much as well because he said he didn't play Call of Duty 4 as much. But do you want to give any of your opinions on World at War that you know of, or do you not really have any?
Um, my first Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2, but I have played World at War before, and that was a really fun game.
Yeah,
So,
it did. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that zombies was probably one of my favorite things, so I really do like zombies.
Yes.
So having them bring that was really cool.
Yes, Zombies was definitely a really cool introduction that Call of Duty had focused on during World War, and it was the first Call of Duty that actually introduced a different game mode besides just the multiplayer and then the campaign version.
Yeah.
The Call of Duties before Call of Duty 4, well, I think Call of Duty 2 and maybe even 3 had the online multiplayer, but they pretty much focused on a lot of the campaign and storyboard and all that. And by the way, the storyline for every Call of Duty has been amazing so far, up to, well, all of them. I mean, there's none that haven't made me enjoy it. I mean, I love all the storylines of them. But World at War was definitely a unique Call of Duty because they introduced a game mode in which you could pretty much fight unlimited rounds of these horde undead zombies, and it was really cool. And I would catch myself playing many hours of that. I would play it for like multiple hours straight with my friend when we first discovered zombies, and it was awesome. And that's definitely what got me started and got me into zombies was World at War zombies. I didn't start on Black Ops or even Black Ops 2. So I'd pretty much play zombies for a while. I mean, I could say I've got plenty of hours invested into it, and I think I'm a pretty good zombie player, and I still need to improve, but it's just fun, and you know, that's what I try and do when I go into that game mode. It's especially enjoyable whenever you're getting a little bit frustrated with the multiplayer. Maybe it's not going your way, because some days it's just like that. You just don't, you're not feeling it, you can't do anything in multiplayer, so you know what, you hop on zombies and you just have some fun, relax, do whatever.
Yeah. Like, and it's something you can play competitively with your friends and stuff. Like, see if you can get the highest score and just, you know, have fun.
Yeah, it was really cool because, yeah, go ahead.
I always enjoyed playing that. It was just fun experience.
Yeah, I always tried to, me and my friends, we always had a competition to see who could get a higher round either on solo. Speaking of that, most of you guys probably don't believe me because I didn't have a recorder at the time, unfortunately. But on Shino Numa, I got to round 70, and then my Xbox froze roughly around halfway through the round. It made me so mad. The Xbox didn't get the red ring, surprisingly, but it did later. It's in my closet now. I'm about to set it on fire. No. But
my Xbox gets a red ring all the time, and
I don't know how it's still alive, man. Yeah, that's amazing.
I got it like 20 times, I think, and I'm using it right now.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
You know what would really be bad is like it got a red ring during this dual com.
That would suck.
Blob, no. But yeah, well, let's segue on to Modern Warfare 2 because that's the next one in line. So I'm going to give a little bit of the background on this, and obviously this is your first Call of Duty, so I'm sure you have quite a bit to say, and I'll let you definitely have your part in it. But I was wanting to talk about all the new stuff this game introduced. Now, I'm going to start off with the trailers because everybody loves trailers for video games. It gets them hyped up. But something about those trailers in that game, it was my favorite trailers out of every Call of Duty. It got me so hyped up. I thought it was probably going to be the best game ever invented in the world of humanity. Obviously, this isn't true in some factors, and of course it is opinion-based, but I really did enjoy Modern Warfare 2. My favorite trailer and the whole thing when they released it was probably the AC-130 trailer because a lot of people just thought, wow, you used to have that in the campaign, now you can get it in multiplayer, that's too cool. And that was the first game that introduced the fact that you could get something other than just the standard 3-5-7 kill streaks. I mean, you know, UAV, airstrike, and then a helicopter or dogs is really cool, don't get me wrong, it's awesome, but the fact that you could get a big gunship and you could just drop bombs on people, that was just amazing, and it was really fun. It was definitely awesome. I mean, I definitely enjoyed getting the kill streaks. I usually paired them with Harriers, Prayer Missile, and then, of course, AC-130. It was just a mixed match. I had a bunch of cool kill streaks in that game, but do you want to give some of your opinions about some of your experiences on it?
Well, Modern Warfare 2 was my first Call of Duty, and I really have to say it was one of my favorites because there wasn't anything wrong with it. It was just that players sort of, you know, found things bad about it. And
yeah, exploiters.
Yeah,
they
but,
exploited.
I mean, I've been playing it recently. I actually played it yesterday, and I didn't have any problems with it. I mean,
yeah, you and I had a little bit of a session going on there. We were playing it for a good hour or so. I mean, we didn't really find any problems until maybe that last match where we were getting a little bit spawn trapped. But of course, that happens. I mean, in Call of Duty games, every map has this one thing where there's like some form of a spawn trap. And, you know, I'm not going to get mad at the developers. I mean, dude, you got to think. They have a lot to work on. But, I mean, I will have to say that game did not, unfortunately, get the support it deserved. And I didn't really 100% look into this, and I don't have all my facts straight, but for the most part, pretty much as far as I'm aware, either Activision or Infinity Ward or someone along that line that kept them from pretty much focusing on the game. Someone was in court, and it really got them thrown off their course. Pretty much there was, a bunch of court orders going on, a bunch of crazy stuff. The whole team was stressed out. And I think that was the case and why, Infinity Ward couldn't really make the game as good as they wanted to, and they couldn't really get enough patches out. I will have to say that they had some amazing map packs. Every map pack that they came out with, I enjoyed at least. I pretty much liked all the maps. There wasn't really any map that I disliked. There was a few that got annoying at times, but most of the time, they were really fun and enjoyable to play. So, what was your opinion on the map packs about that game, by the way?
I bought all the map packs right when they came out. They were I just loved them. They were really fun.
I like how it adds replay value.
I think some of the maps are from Call of Duty 4, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was each of the map packs. There was 3 of them, and they came out with, I think, one for everyone. I don't remember if that. Yeah, I think it was. I think Treyarch introduced the 5 maps at a time where they bring you back a zombie map or something like that, and then the other 4 for multiplayer. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am.
They did that in Black Ops, but I'm not sure about World at War. I don't have that, but.
Yeah, I don't exactly recall either. So yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was really cool, and in my opinion, it was still the most enjoyable Call of Duty. This is biased, of course, but it was really fun when it came out. It blew my mind. It's just whenever all the exploits and stuff came out, and of course the game's got some imbalances, but it was just so fun to play. Most of you guys would agree with me on this. Of course, Modern Warfare 2 got a lot of hate. But it was a really fun game, and I understand why it got hate because there was a bunch of imbalances going on and a lot of this and that, but man, that game was just so much fun.
Really, if you think about it, though, all the things that were imbalanced could have been countered by a lot of other things that were in the game. So, it wasn't that bad. I really think it was one of the better Call of Duties because it was just, it brought
the
so
connections
much new stuff.
too.
Yeah, the connection was perfect. I never had a problem with that.
Same here.
I really think they did a good job on that game because it's still fun to play now. And when did it come out? Like 2007?
9. It came out 9. Call of Duty 4 came out 7.
Yeah, I don't know. But
one is though, it's a roughly a little over 3-year-old game or so. Or 4 years old. Just gonna estimate it. One is the game still runs really well now.
Yeah.
The thing I love about the older video games is because they didn't punish you for having a really good internet connection. The thing is, it seems like with the Call of Duties today, it seems like, well, this guy has dial-up or he has DSL, really low-grade internet, and I don't have a problem with you guys. It's just, why do you guys suddenly make our connection worse? I'm not complaining. It's just, you gotta think, we pay quite a bit of money just to, have a better connection to the game, and you guys are slowing us down, and it's punishing us. And now don't get me wrong, there's some people that have a bad connection that still get put through punishment as well, but there's some people that don't, and that's the fact that I wanted to address. Is it seems as if they're basically saying, occasionally you'll get that guy from Sweden or that guy from across, really far away from you, and you'll connect to his host and you'll have trouble, and he'll pretty much be annihilating you if he has host and if it's the right place in the right time. And I think they need to go back to their old terms with as far as lag compensation goes. What they really need to do is make a new engine. I think that'll help their whole franchise, expand more, because what what DICE did with Battlefield 3 is they made a new engine because they implemented so much new stuff into the game, and they had to basically make a new engine to run the things properly without having any problems occur. So do you want to go ahead and put some last words in, and then this will probably be a part 1 of a part 2 commentary because obviously we didn't get through all the Call of Duties, and I wanted to go ahead and cover all of them. So I'll put another gameplay up, but this is going to be a part 2, part 1 of a part 2 series. Well, I'll go ahead and finish it out, man.
Okay, well, Modern Warfare 2 to me was my favorite because really you can use any weapon in that game and do good. I like that about that game. Some of the newer games, I want to get kills with a certain weapon, and I can't because there's other weapons that completely dominate, and I never enjoyed that. So playing Modern Warfare 2 and being able to use any gun I wanted to and do well, I really like that. So yeah, I say Modern Warfare 2 is one of the best. So.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. Well, this is a part one of a part two commentary. We will get back to you in the next episode. I'll see you guys later.
Peace.